Mexico has been one of America's largest trading partners for decades, and now the two sides find themselves on the verge of a trade war. Mexico says it will announce retaliatory measures to President Trump's tariffs this Sunday. The U.S. imposed 25% tariffs on both Mexico and Canada Tuesday, with the exception of the auto manufacturing industry for 1 month. Really, the big three U.S. automakers are exempt. One particular area that will likely be affected by these tariffs is the borderlands region of El Paso, Texas, Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Juarez, Mexico. That area is the fifth largest manufacturing hub in North America in terms of employment, according to the Borderplex Alliance. Jon Barela joins us now for more. He's the CEO of the Borderplex Alliance, an independent economic development and policy advocacy organization. Jon, thanks for being here. What are you hearing from companies in this area that you represent, that you talk to and work with on a regular basis about the potential long-term impacts from these tariffs?
Well, it's good to be with you, and we are experiencing a great deal of uncertainty, chaos, and it's having an effect on our investments in our region, foreign direct investment. And we've had a number of companies who are our members and others who have expressed some concern about whether or not the United States can be a reliable trading partner, especially in light of these very successful and masterfully negotiated USMCA. We thought we had some certainty, and our region indeed has grown from the 8th largest manufacturing hub to the 5th largest manufacturing hub in just over 4 or 5 short years. So we are a manufacturing powerhouse, and in many respects, we're an early warning system for the rest of the country when it comes to decisions on hiring and investment in virtually every manufacturing sector.
I want to get back to the idea of hiring, but what are some of the most prominent products manufactured in your region?
Well, our region, the Borderplex region, is an epicenter for automotive supply chain, but we also have a prominent role in providing to the U.S. consumers an array of products. Consumer electronics, the medical device industry is very active here. And of course, we're very active in the importation of fresh fruits, vegetables, and cattle through our port system locally.
One of your, organization's missions is to bring jobs to the region. How could this affect that?
It's funny. It's a dichotomy. Let me first start with the issue of a blunt force use of tariffs the way it's being proposed. And yes, we got a little bit of a sigh of relief for 30 days in the automotive sector. But this blunt force use of tariffs being used on allies like Mexico and Canada, which are strategically important to the United States economically, we have a supply chain that in a continental sense is consolidated and is tremendous. It's worked very, very well in the past. And to upset that doesn't seem to make much sense. On the flip side of it, our region is experiencing a very interesting phenomenon. This reshoring that is occurring, the reshoring activity is very real. So even before these tariffs, because of the Sino-American tensions and because of other geopolitical tensions that exist around the world, our region was becoming and is becoming a magnet for this foreign direct investment, particularly in manufacturing. So that has nothing to do with tariffs. And we expect that to continue with or without tariffs. So it's a bit of a dichotomy for us. But make no mistake, the imposition of tariffs on Mexico, our friends in Mexico, will not help our region's economic growth, and it will not help the nation's economic growth. There are many states. As a matter of fact, Michigan is the second most reliant state on Mexico for manufacturing. Over 150,000 jobs in Michigan are dependent upon trade with Mexico. Of course, here in Texas, it's obvious we are Mexico's largest trading partner. So we need to be careful about how we pick and choose our battles.
Jon, I'm proud to say that El Paso, Texas was my first reporting job. I lived and worked there for some time. You're driving on the I-10. I took it every day to go for work from West El Paso near Sutherland Park Mall to get to my job at KTSM. You got El Paso on one side, you got Juarez, Mexico on the other. So I know how symbiotic the economies are of Mexico and U.S., but can you please paint that picture for people and how tariffs could change the nature of that relationship?
You're dead right on, Lindsay. It's a beautiful community. It's a beautiful region. 2.7 million inhabitants in our region. If you put that population in the middle of the United States, we'd be the 18th largest metro area. But because of the different political jurisdictions, clearly the population sometimes is not taken as a whole. But we are, in fact, one region that is economically integrated, historically and culturally integrated. And we believe a job created in Mexico is a job created for our side of the border. And indeed, that we are a microcosm for how you do trade. We are an example of how you do fair and free trade. And we're very proud of our region. We're very proud of its growth and the wage growth that's taking place. And we hope that will continue. And we know that whatever happens here in the Borderplex region will certainly have a ripple effect in other parts of the United States, no doubt.
All right, have a Chico's taco or bite at L&J for me. Jon Barela, thanks so much.
What a pleasure being with you this evening.
Thank you.